Testing. How does that audio sound? Let me know when you're ready. You hear my voice loud and clear. How's that? Is that better? Too loud? Okay, well, let's play the track. Here we go. All right.
Let's go. let's go.
And here we go. Today is Sunday, January 19th, 2025. This is Market Pulse Crypto, and I'm your host. Wow, what a week we have coming up, and what a show we have for you today. I believe the President-elect Trump is giving a rally right now as we speak, and tomorrow he is going to be inaugurated. So that will bring in crypto's first pro-presidential administration in history, and boy is that bullish. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the economic singularity and why you need to be prepared for, what is to come. And I don't think many people are prepared, to be honest. Just being out and about, I don't hear many people talking about all of these rapid technological developments that are taking place. And I know a lot of people still aren't into the crypto game, and that's really a shame. We're going to talk a little bit about that today as we go on. I want to go ahead and get right into the markets. So let's do that. Let's go here. Let's bring up where we are in the markets. And what an explosive few days it's been. Everything is going up. Well, at the moment, things are kind of taking a little bit of a dip. But let me tweak this real quick so you guys can see it. Let's move this up like this. There we go. Okay. So taking a look at the total overall market cap, we're down just about 1%, and that is very recent. And in terms of being recent, I mean, within the last hour or so, we've gone down quite a bit, about $5 or $6 billion been taken off of the total crypto market cap, but the volume is up about 45%. We've got $277 billion worth of 24-hour trading volume going on right now. So, I mean, I expect to see this turn green going into tomorrow. We're kind of in that dead phase of the market where Asia is just beginning to wake up and begin trading. So I expect sometime within the next few hours, we're going to see this number turn green. And I think tomorrow and for the rest of the week overall is going to be it's going to be a pretty green week. But let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 winners of the day. We've got this meme coin, and I mean this coin has pretty much blasted altcoins in the ass. This has taken away, at its height, it was around $14 billion, and that was just a few hours ago. So that is $14 billion that could have gone into other alts, that have gone into this Trump meme that pretty much launched less than a day ago. I think it launched Friday night going into Saturday. So I remember waking up and seeing that this thing was at $27. If we take a look at it, we'll go ahead and look at the, I believe it peaked at around $69. It might have even gotten up to $70. Actually, it got up to around $75 today. And I mean, that's absolutely crazy. You see this thing kind of debuted, I guess it debuted probably in the middle of the night Friday if you're living in the Eastern time zone. But I mean, this thing has gone from $6 according to CoinMarketCap. I'm sure it was probably pennies on the dollars if you got in early on an exchange like Radium. But this thing hit, I mean, it went, that's Those are some stupid returns. I have not seen anything quite like this in crypto, and I think it is pretty unprecedented. But if you're looking at getting in on this one, I would proceed with extreme caution, because I mean, this thing has pumped exponentially. I mean, the price action speaks for itself. I would be very cautious about buying something that has pumped this much. But at the same time, we have the inauguration coming tomorrow, and I mean, this thing could keep going. But I mean, personally, I mean, it's too much of a gamble for me to get in on right now. So I am going to be staying away from this one. But I mean, if you're interested, you can get it on Binance, Meteora, Radium, Orca. I mean, this thing has got 42 pages worth of exchanges exchanges and pairs that you can buy this with. So once again, if you're looking into getting in on this one, proceed with extreme caution, because I mean, that thing it could go either way. Anyway, back to the top 10 winners and losers of the day. The official meme coin of the Trump administration is up at about 65%. Fart coin continues to kill it, just above 42%. Ondo, a favorite of BlackRock, is up at about 9.5%. SPX 6900 is up at about 6%. Leo is up at about a 1.5%. Chainlink at about 0.5%. Bonk is up at about just over 1%. DEXE is up at about 1%. Ethereum name services is just under 0.5%. And we'll skip USDC. We always skip the stable coins, and there are a lot of them. Aave is actually a loser. It's down at about 0.25%. Now let's take a look at the top losers of the day. Sonic, formerly known as Phantom, it's down, going on 17%. Brett's down at about just over 14%. Flare Network is just under 12% down. Floki, just under 12% down. Jasmy is down a little over 11%. Dog with Hat is down at about just over 11%. Pepe down just over 11%. Theta Network down at about 11%. EOS down at about 11%. And VeChain, one of my old favorites, is down at about 11% as well. Since it's Sunday, let's go ahead and take a look at the top winners of the week. This Trump coin is up 577% on the week. That is crazy. Fart coin is up at 218% as well. SPX 6900 is up at 50%. Radium pumping due to all of the trading going on with this Trump coin. This Trump coin launched on Solana, I believe it was, because it was trading among all the big Solana exchanges. Yeah, it's right here. It's got a Solana contract address. So let's actually go ahead and we'll take a break from the list, and let's see how many people are holding this. This thing has only been around for about 2 days, and it has over 821,000 holders. So that is pretty crazy. That is the official Trump coin. What else we got? Where were we? Radium, Solana's up 33%. XDC network is up just over 29%. Bonk is up at about 25%. Chainlink is up at about 23.5%. Jupiter is up at about 23.5%. And XRP is up at about 21.5%. The top losers of the week, we've got Brett down at about 19%. Pudgy Penguins down at about 19%. Sonic down at about 18.5%. Mantle 15.5% down. Movement down at about just over 14.5%. Jasmy Coin down about 10.5%. Bitcoin SV down at about 9.5%. Maker down at about 8, just over 8%. Floki down about 8%, and Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, the Fetch token, is down at about 8% as well. So that is a quick market overview. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that not a lot of people are prepared for. And that would be something that is being referred to as the economic singularity. People are sleeping on this, as well as the actual technological singularity, which, I mean, back in the day was projected to be around 2040. But that projection has moved up to, I believe, the mid-2030s now. So this is a point in time when technology becomes, pretty much unpredictable, uncontrollable, and irreversible. It is a point when things are just changing at such a pace that humanity really struggles to keep up with it. And with all of these rapid advancements in technology, such as AI, Internet of Things, robotics, automation, all of this is going to have a massive effect on the way our economic structure operates. Right now, the current American capitalist economic system that has pretty much served as, the operating system for the developed world, it's kind of an outdated system at this point, and it's really not working, which is why you're seeing the rise of these cryptocurrencies. I mean, you've seen over the last few years what has happened with inflation. You've seen massive quantitative easing, money printing. And none of this shows any signs of slowing down. And this, along with the economic disparity we have in just within the United States alone, coupled with, it's $32 trillion in debt, not much about this economic system really makes sense anymore. And that is kind of where crypto and Bitcoin came into the fold as kind of an alternative system to this, this irrational financial system that we have today. But I don't think not even Bitcoin is really prepared for, the singularity and what this is going to bring and the immense changes this is going to bring to our society. But let me just read a little bit about it to you. It says the concept of the economic singularity is a point where automation and artificial intelligence could potentially displace a massive number of jobs, and has garnered significant speculation, but projections vary widely depending on the study, time frame, and methodology. Here are some key data points and projections, and we're going to go over a few of these right now. Some of these are outdated, so not really outdated. Within the last 7-8 years, but this is from the World Economic Forum. They say that by 2025, automation and artificial intelligence were projected to displace 85 million jobs globally, while creating 97 million new jobs. And something to think about with this, it doesn't mean that the 85 million jobs that are being replaced, well, I should say the 97 million new jobs that are being created. It is not to say that there are 97 million new workers that are capable of performing these tasks. So that is something to really be aware of when you see statistics like this, because if you look at this, it sounds great, 12 million new jobs created, but how many people are actually capable of performing these new jobs? And of the 85 million jobs displaced, what are a large number of these workers going to do? Are they going to be suited to work in these new jobs? I would guess probably a lot of them aren't. But it also says job displacement would impact routine and manual roles, whereas job creation would focus on tech-centric and human-centric fields. This is from PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC in 2018. 30% of jobs globally could be automated by the mid-2030s. Higher risks of displacement were predicted for sectors like transportation, 56% risk, and manufacturing at 46%. Also want to just go ahead and dive into the sources, because I mean, it's one thing to ask, ChatGPT about these statistics. It's another to get the actual references. So we're going to go to here to its reference, and here we go with, will robots really steal our jobs? An international analysis of the potential long-term impact of automation. I'll share this graph with you right here, which is what I was looking at just a few minutes ago. We are currently in wave 1, and this is where it looks like about 30%. Well, that is by then. We're on the uptrend right now of these projections. So by the late 2020s, you're looking at over 30% of financial services being automated. And you can kind of see this right now with crypto. I mean, you have the rise of all these AI agents and all of these trading bots that can pretty much do what, brokers have been doing for years, and they can do it 24/7 and at a fraction of the cost. So I expect a lot of these white-collar jobs to take a huge hit from emerging developments in artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, automation, and things like that. As you see, the health sector, by the mid-2030s, you're looking at probably 20% of the workforce is at risk of automation. And this is all sectors. So all sectors right here. And I'm pretty sure this would include your trade jobs, medical professionals, law professionals, economists, things of that nature would be included in all sectors. And by the mid-2030s, you're looking at 30% of that being automated as well. Transportation, you can see this with things like Tesla and all these self-driving and automated vehicles. You're looking at probably half of that gone by the mid-2030s, assuming that these projections by PricewaterhouseCoopers are correct. This is going to get ugly, because I don't think a lot of these nation states, and I know the corporations, a lot of them don't give a damn about their workers, and they do not necessarily care where this is all going, as long as they line their pockets and make profits. Which, if you really take a second to think about it, with all of these jobs being automated, you're going to have falling demand for products, because you're going to have a large segment of the workforce that have their economic purchasing power reduced dramatically. So, I just think we're heading towards pretty much a crisis. That is probably the best and, the prettiest way of putting it, because I think it's going to get pretty ugly. But that's why you need to be involved with crypto, because a lot of these projects are the currency of machines and artificial intelligence. So, this sector is projected to, Bitcoin alone is projected to reach the market cap of gold. And who was it that was projecting that? Let's do a quick search. I remember saying that a few days ago, that Bitcoin market cap of gold. Forget exactly who was saying that. Let's take a second to look at this. 20% in 2025. I believe it was by 2030 they were looking at a $900,000 Bitcoin is the projection, and I think that's very reasonable considering the pace of where we're at now. What was that exact statistic? Bitcoin price primed to hit 900K according to contentious crypto model. Here's the timeline. I believe this was it. Okay, so Nick Carter, the founder partner of Castle Island Ventures, has said Bitcoin could reach 900,000 in the long term, drawing comparisons to gold, citing factors such as growing institutional adoption, which has just, this adoption is about a year old. The ETF, these Bitcoin ETFs were approved in January of last year, and you're seeing the results of such adoption right now. You've seen that with the $100,000 Bitcoin, even last year. I mean, we reached 75K not long after the ETF was passed. That wound up being, we wound up hitting 75K, so that was just about 2 months after the ETF was passed. Of course, we had that little lull phase between the spring and the election when things really took off again. It looks like we're getting a nice little dip right now in Bitcoin. I'll take a look at that. Look at that. That is a pretty good buying opportunity if you ask me. But let's close that. Let's do this. Go over the last year. So here we go. Here is, it was around this time that the ETF was passed last year. And you can see it wasn't long after that we broke all-time highs. Kind of formed a nice base from about March up until, you could say, October. And then we really just took off. And it looks like we're forming another nice base here so that we can go directly into space. Well, that's one of the sayings in trading. The bigger the base, the higher into space. So let's see where this next base right here takes us. And it looks like we're still going down. We'll see what the total market cap is right now. At about $3.5 trillion. Let's see if there's any trending news. We used to have a little section right here that would tell us updates. I'm not saying that right now. Let's go to Cointelegraph and see if there's anything right now that's spooking the markets. Oh, what? His wife Melania has launched a token of her own? All right, that might get on Melania coin. Might have to take that risk. Let's see. Melania Trump launched a meme coin after her husband's Trump token hit a $15 billion peak. Well, let's find out what this is and let's take a look at it. Your self-titled meme coin Melania. Uh-oh. Let's look at it. Deck screener. What is this doing? Ugh, that does not look very good right now. I'll tell you that. Total supply of 1 billion. How much of it is in circulation? $7.5 billion market cap already. How is this happening? Is it even on here? I don't think that's it. Is this on Solana? It probably is, but I don't think this is the coin. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's pretend like we're going to buy it. Let's see where it takes us. Contract address. Oh, wow. This is measured in Solana. So let's see if we can. I do not have the patience for this. Okay. When did this launch? Is there an hourly chart for this? Who's next? Who's going to launch one next so that I can get in on it before it's $6.8 billion? Almost $7 billion. See, this is... This is ridiculous. So that would make it, if it was, it's going on $7 billion, that would put it between BitGet and Hyperliquid. So it would be the 25th ranked coin. And yet the market is tanking at the moment, so I don't know what's going on, guys. That's too much is going on. Too much nonsense. Let's close out of that. We'll see what this says. The U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's controversial meme coin fell 38% as his wife and incoming First Lady Melania Trump launched a meme coin of her own, which has hit a value of $6 billion within under 2 hours. Ms. Trump promoted her self-titled meme coin Melania in a January 19th X post that was also shared by her husband. Well, this is going to suck more liquidity out of other alts that, actually have some value. I am not a fan of what is happening right now. I'm not going to lie. I mean, if people can make some money on it, great. But this is a lot of money pouring out of these other alts that are going into these goofy Trump meme coins. I mean, hopefully this isn't going to be the new normal, because that would not be good for crypto, in my opinion. Although I don't really think it's reason to panic just yet. I mean, I still think that this administration is going to be very good for crypto, but I mean, the amount of money that is pouring into these two altcoins is somewhat concerning, if it's not going to flow back into the other alts. So we'll see where this goes. But anyway, with that, I think we're going to end this stream a little bit early today. We've got to watch the Ravens and Bills coming up. So check out that game, and go Ravens, go Birds. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. So check out this if you want. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I would stay away. Something that pumps this much this early isn't really to be trusted. But I mean, do what you want. It's your money. So with that, we'll do some more streams this week. We're going to have to do one tomorrow. Tomorrow's Inauguration Day. We're going to have to see where the markets are. So I will see you guys again tomorrow night.